What's going on, everybody? I'm Huey, and this is Mike, and we are between two streamers. Today, we're going to be talking about the Jurassic World Rebirth trailer. Let's get into it.
Dr. Henry Loomis, this is Zora Bennett, our mission specialist.
Here we go.
Sorry, what mission?
Scarlet looks shiny
This
there.
would be a medical
Very.
breakthrough that could save
Everywhere.
countless lives.
Yeah.
It comes from the largest dinosaurs on the planet. Oh my God. Fortunately for us, all these species
The long
exist
tail
in one
weirds me out.
isolated place.
Yeah.
Can you be ready tomorrow?
I can guarantee you're safe.
He's a bad guy, for sure.
More or less.
Absolutely.
More or less. He's your guy.
We're the best.
Marshall Ali.
Moving things.
I like
Finding
him.
People in and out of places they shouldn't be.
Move up towards Barbados, avoid government patrol, but there aren't that many anymore.
Why's that?
No one's dumb enough to go where we're going.
This island was the research facility for the original Jurassic Park.
We need DNA from the three biggest dinosaurs.
Do we
course
have to
you
get a sample from an
Always the biggest ones, yep.
Couldn't be the little guy.
No.
They're a flying carnivore the size of an F-16.
Maybe we should make it quick.
These dinosaurs were too dangerous for the original park.
Please don't say they're raptors. They're raptors.
The worst of the worst were left here.
All the naughty dinosaurs, you know?
We put ourselves in a place we don't belong. Survival is a long shot.
What the hell are those?
They're helping the mosasaur defend territory, stalk, hunt.
None of what you just said is good.
July.
Okay.
All right. So, yeah. That is the Jurassic World Rebirth trailer. The official trailer on the website. So,
Yeah. Well,
it's a thing. It's a thing,
it's
you
a
know.
thing. That's a thing.
Yeah.
Hey, full disclosure, I 100% thought Chris Pratt and Bryce Dallas Howard were in this movie. But
And-
I'm
And
guessing they're
I
not.
knew Bryce Dallas Howard wasn't, but I was with you where I thought Chris Pratt was going to be back as well. So what are your I guess we'll start there. What's your feelings on none of them returning? Nobody returning from the Jurassic World franchise right now into this third installment.
I didn't realize it was a whole new franchise. I feel dumb.
Yeah.
Like, what happened? Why is that the play? Did I miss something?
I think that would lead me into another point of like, are we just doing the same thing again? You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
we're just going back to an island, and this time we have to go get DNA.
Trying to get DNA again.
Which, if the DNA has been created once, couldn't they just do it again? Like, this is DNA from like, I don't know, what was it? 1994 was the original. So this is like 30-year-old technology. They're like, nope, we need that one. Like, I would imagine they've come a lot further considering they cloned humans in the last movie. But I don't know. I mean, I do like, you know, even though Chris Pratt and Bryce Dallas Howard are not coming back, I like Scarlett Johansson. I think she's a really good anything. You know, like she's really versatile. She's been in romantic comedies. She's been in
Yeah.
dramas. She's been in action, superhero movies. She's
yeah.
really good. Mahershala Ali is another really good actor who seems to be like her counterpart in Going to the Island. So I think he's going to be a good addition. They're like the two big stars that I saw. The other guy that is in there that plays the doctor, Dr. Loomis, which by the way is like, to me that's like a Halloween reference, you know, Dr. Loomis and Mike Myers, but probably not intentional there. But the guy who plays Dr. Loomis is Jonathan Bailey. who the only other thing that I've seen him in was a show called Broadchurch, which was in the UK, I believe, is where it was like aired. So it's like one of my British shows that I watch. But he wasn't, like he seems to be the other big star who's going to be, there with Scarlett Johansson throughout the movie.
Right.
So yeah, I mean, a couple of big stars, but not like a huge ensemble cast, star-studded cast,
No.
or anything like that.
No. It almost seemed like previously it had more.
I would agree. I would agree.
Slight downgrade, maybe on the.
I mean,
Like, to step back, did Chris Pratt die or something? Am I missing
No.
something?
no,
Did he
they
retire?
were all alive at the end of the last movie.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
He was retired in the first Jurassic World. He was like, no, I just live out here. Or no, that was the last one. He was retired at the beginning.
Yeah.
And are we?
Yeah, I missed something.
Well, because what was the second one called? Dominion, Jurassic World
Yeah.
Dominion, I think.
Something like that.
And like they had cloned humans and released dinosaurs into the regular world at the end of that movie. And I don't see any of that going on in this trailer either.
One of them they were making like soldier, like crazy hybrids to sell to the black market.
That was the last one. They brought
Was it?
they brought the dinosaurs off of the island
was the
because of the
second one.
volcano. Wait, wasn't there only two? Hold on, am I wrong here? Jurassic World and Jurassic World Dominion, or was there a third one?
There were 3 with Pratt, at least 3.
Oh my god. Okay,
Yeah, dude.
I thought there was only
There
two.
was a second one. The second one, they were making crazy hybrid motherfuckers like a raptor and some other fucking thing.
Okay, is
And
that
they
the
were
one
trying
that
to sell them on the black market, like auction them off to like terrorists.
is that the one where they
like-
cloned humans?
Maybe.
I don't even know anymore. They just all blend together so much. Like,
Yeah,
you
they
know what I
do.
mean? They're
And
just
here
like,
we go. There's another one.
Like,
but,
here's
now
another
we
one.
don't even have the same cast we know of.
like, what do we do for the next one? So let's just go back to the island. Fuck it. So
Weird.
it is. I mean, I'll be excited to see a return to what I believe they said was the original island. They're going to a secret lab on the original island or
Yeah.
whatever. But like,
I'm not gonna lie. After watching that, I'm less excited to see this element.
I think I'm neither more or less
Less
excited. I think it's gonna be a good movie. I think all of the Jurassic Park movies and Jurassic World movies have been decent, fun movies to watch.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know.
Scarlett just looked wet and shiny the whole time
She did.
for no reason.
There's just somebody off camera with a mist bar, just like spraying her.
Throwing water. on.
Scarlett's not looking shiny enough. Give her some mist.
Oh, fuck.
But yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think it's gonna, like I said, I still think it's gonna be a good movie. The Jurassic Park movies, for nothing else, are really good visual experiences.
Yeah. One comment I'll say though, this looked like it had way more CGI than I remember.
Yeah.
I get it, the fucking dinosaurs are fake, but the whole scale in the mountain thing looked like shit.
Yes,
I don't like that part. The T-Rex going for like a bite in the water, like when
Yeah.
you're swimming, that looked
Yeah.
kind of cool.
yeah,
But the whole scale in the mountain, that looks dumb.
very not well done, I would say.
Not well done.
And granted, I mean, whenever they release these trailers, they're still going through post-production and editing and that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So like some of that stuff could be cleaned up. We could give it the benefit of the doubt and hope that it's a little bit better by the time it releases. I mean, hell, there's even plenty of times where after the movie releases, there were things in trailers that aren't even in the
Yes.
movie anymore. So
Been down that road.
exactly. But no, I think every movie since the first one has had less realistic looking dinosaurs. Like how is it that like the
Yeah, they keep
1994 one
making
has
crazy
been the had the best visuals? But yeah, and then the hybrids. It's always about hybrids now. What's the next crazy dinosaur that we could throw out there? The D-Rex. Sounds similar, but not quite. So
The D-Rex.
I hold on, I'm not joking. I think that's actually what this big one is in this movie is the D-Rex. I could be wrong. All right.
Okay, there were. Okay, sorry. I looked. I said sorry. I don't know if we're doing that here or not. But
I don't have that up, so you're good.
there was Jurassic World in 2015.
Okay.
Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom in
Okay.
2018, and then Jurassic World Dominion in 2022.
So I don't even know that I
three.
watched Dominion. I might not have watched that one. Because I think the second one was when they were getting the dinosaurs off of the island, and then at the end of it, they were trying to like sell them to like there was like the big mansion, and they were having the auction.
You haven't even seen the last one.
I might not have. I guess not. So I don't even know what's happened. So did they
I'm
do
trying to
something
think
with
of
the
who the
clones?
other I'm trying to think of who the other actress was in Dominion, because there was an extra person.
Okay.
Because they brought back Goldblum. Dern and the
Oh,
other
that's
dude.
right. Sam Neill.
They brought
That's
everybody
right.
back for the last one.
I remember that.
Who was the other? I thought somebody came in, and you thought they were gonna like take over.
Wasn't it? Didn't the original scientist play a
Yeah.
big part in both of
B.D.
those?
Wong was back in
Yep,
it.
yep.
I have to watch it again. I don't remember who.
Man, now I'm gonna have to go watch that movie now.
Now you got to go back.
Now I've got to go back. God dang it! This is not what I wanted.
You got to watch that before this one. Although
Uh,
it doesn't fucking matter because nobody's in it.
it doesn't. This is a complete reboot. So I guess this is gonna be like another trilogy reboot, isn't it? Can you feel it in the air?
Because it said in the thing, a new era.
A new era. So that's gonna
a whole
continue
new-
on. It's gonna keep going. I don't know, man.
Scarlett Johansson's probably
She's
gonna be
signed
in, like,
on.
the next 3, right?
You would figure,
Or
yeah.
some shit.
That's usually how it goes. But like,
I
I have to
don't
go
see them
back.
killing her off and getting eaten.
No. But I have to go back to my point of like, is the idea of Jurassic Park or Jurassic World, like, has it run dry? Like, what are we doing at this point? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
just keep going back
It's
to
the
the island
same
and running
thing.
from dinosaurs over and over again. That's why I think that's why I liked the Jurassic World reboot, because like there was actually a park open. I was like, oh, this
Yes.
is cool. We've advanced
And then
past the point of just running away from dinosaurs.
Yeah, we made a safe park.
Yeah.
That only lasted one movie.
It didn't even last that long.
Yeah, everything went to hell again in one movie.
Yeah, by the end of the first act of that movie, everything had gone wrong, and people are being eaten in the park. So
Yeah.
we'd already reverted back to our old ways.
Fucking gates went down, the fences went down again. Son of a
Yep,
gun.
exactly.
We didn't learn our lesson.
So yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I'm just worried that it's gonna feel like I don't want it to feel like another cash grab, which is what what I'm afraid that it's gonna end up being, because it's just retreading the same ground over and over again.
Well,
so
And like Chris Pratt brought Chris Pratt fans, right?
Mhm.
Like they like his humor, they love him from all his other stuff. You know what I mean? Like like people like him. So
yeah,
if you don't have those jokes and that humor, then you're losing a little bit of,
And
that draw. Because I like him as an actor, and I think he's funny. And
I do
ripping on
too.
people. It's kind of like a Ryan Reynolds
yeah.
feel, like you like his humor.
So one thing
that's
that
not
I
there,
noticed that's kind of weird though is I feel like they're trying to use Scarlett Johansson as the comedic relief. If you watch the trailers, she's all of the jokes that are cracked are her. You know what I mean? So like, and again, like, she's a very versatile. I have no opposition to that. But when you think of Chris Pratt, you think of funny guy. When you think of Scarlett Johansson, you don't really think of funny woman. So. Like, I feel like you're not drawing in the Scarlett Johansson crowd, placing her in a comedic kind of role like that. Like she's, but I mean, again, what you could tell from her in her action scenes in this, it looks really good too. So I don't know. It's gonna be weird. It's gonna be a weird one.
It will.
But so you said that seeing the trailer though makes you feel less excited to see it.
It does.
It does.
I didn't like the waterfall rock climbing thing.
Yeah.
I worry there's going to be more over the top CGI that
Okay.
wrecks it for me. Because
I
in
can
the
see that.
original, you know, like there wasn't any of that really.
Yeah.
And even in the ones with Chris Pratt, I didn't feel like there probably was near the end. And I haven't seen them in a while, so I could be way off base here. But I feel like the first one or two with Pratt weren't ridiculous.
No, I don't think they were
and
too over the
too
top.
much. So, this looks like it's going down that superhero movie
Yeah,
road of being far-fetched.
that makes sense. Yeah.
Clearly, easily far-fetched with too much CGI.
Yeah.
Get a
So
real location. Get a real fucking spot and
get a real fucking dinosaur.
Well, that looked more like Avatar. That looked more like fucking
Yeah.
Avatar.
Oh, that's a good comparison.
Mountains in the sky shit.
Yes.
You know,
Yeah.
like fake.
Yep. So you don't want to put on 3D glasses and go watch it?
With Avatar, you know what you're getting.
I know.
I don't know. I separate Avatar from Jurassic Park. I feel like Jurassic has kept it real world with dinosaurs, whereas Avatar is really sci-fi and separate, and you
Yeah.
know what you're getting.
Yeah.
Jurassic Park and world in that has always kept it half-ass realistic with dinosaurs.
It's grounded. Yeah, it's a
You
more
don't-
grounded story. What would
Yeah.
happen if people encountered dinosaurs?
Yes.
Two things that have actually existed on this earth. What would happen if you mixed them? Yeah. No,
Right.
I
So
agree.
I don't know. I know what I'm expecting. Fantasy, new stuff with Avatar.
Yeah.
With what Jurassic's doing, you're just implementing dinosaurs into the real world. But
Yeah.
Scarlett Johansson is not going to scale that giant mountain waterfall for real. So I don't believe it.
Correct. Yep.
You know. So
Yep. But she's an adventurer in this movie. It's
Apparently.
she's almost like she's like a Laura Croft. She's a Tomb Raider Laura Croft character in this.
yeah,
So
I don't know. Maybe I'm over focusing on one scene, but
no, I mean, but I think that's fair. You know what I mean? I think that your comparison that you're making is fair about the more grounded story versus the sci-fi story.
Yeah.
And
the dinosaurs all look good.
they do. I mean, a little CGI-ish. You know what I mean? Like again, I don't think that the dinosaurs look as good as they used to in previous movies.
No.
I feel like this is so
They're
far from what we
leaning
could
more.
see. It's the furthest downgrade of visual experience yet.
Yep.
So is this going to be one that you go see in the theaters, or are you going to wait for home release?
I don't think so.
No. Just
I feel like this is gonna be like I shouldn't have paid this much money
Yeah.
to go see this. This is gonna be a rental.
just 2 weeks ago, I think you would have been on the other side of that fence.
I don't know.
No?
I really wanted to see it. I think I had but I still probably would have rented it. I don't know if I would have. I don't know. You might be right. It is one to see in the theater.
It is.
big, cool movie to see in the theater. So
It's
I might consider it. I don't think
it's
I
a
would've-
July release, so it's a summer blockbuster. It's meant to be experienced in the theater.
I guess so. I don't know. That would have been like if me and Mrs. Huey looked at each other like, "You want to go to the show tonight?" And that
Yeah.
happened to be the one that was at the theater. We'd be like,
Yeah.
okay."
You're not gonna plan a date night around
it's
going
not
to
like
see Jurassic World.
out and we're
Yeah,
going.
yep. You'd be texting her throughout the day like it's movie night. No,
That
no.
was never gonna happen. This will
Yeah.
probably be me. Not even when it finally gets digitally released.
Mm-hmm.
Just whenever I got a night when Mrs. Huey's out, I'll be like, okay, I'll watch it.
Yeah,
That's what I did with Bad Boys 4, and Bad Boys 4 was a little worse than what I was expecting. I knew going in that I probably wasn't gonna like that movie.
yeah.
And I didn't.
At least you weren't let down though. You weren't let
No,
down. You know what I
exactly.
mean? It
I'm
matched your expectations.
I don't want to see this, but I feel like I have to,
Yeah,
and I shouldn't have.
yeah. I'm kind of in the same boat. I mean, for me, I mean, if it was to be seen in the theaters, it's a family experience, and that's like $100 some.
Yeah,
You know
I
what I
get-
mean?
yeah.
So I mean, like,
I can see that.
there's a part that I'll want to because I think everybody will enjoy it, but it's like, like,
Yeah.
You know, but you know, I do have to admit that there's also a big part of me that wants to be wrong about everything I'm saying. Like,
True.
I hope this movie comes out, and I'm in the same boat. I'm not going to see this in theaters. It is going to be,
Yeah.
it's not even going to be an at-home release. It's going to be I'm going to keep an eye on which streaming service it goes to where I can watch it for free first.
Yeah.
But like, and I don't know, man. At the end of the day, like, I want it to change my mind. I want it to be better than what I'm
Yeah.
expecting it to be. I want to enjoy a Jurassic Park movie again, because like whenever I was younger, man,
Yeah.
Jurassic Park was like
Yeah.
it was a big thing for me. I was like 9
That-
years old when the first one came out. Blew my
Yeah.
mind, you know.
Coolest thing.
And I want to
maybe
have that
that's-
back.
Maybe that's the thing, that we don't have high expectations because it has been the same thing over and over again.
Yeah.
And kind of like some superhero movies, it's getting to the point where it's like, it's going to be okay. I know it's going to be okay because me as a film, movie fan,
Yeah.
it's probably not going to be anything crazy new, and it's going to be, it's been overdone. So
Yeah.
I know going in, it's just going to be a rinse and repeat situation,
Yeah.
and it's cool, but not the best movie I've ever seen. There's
Yeah.
no way.
I think this is the one that could be obviously we're going to get a new saga of these movies, but I don't know, man. I think Jurassic Park is one that could be put back on the shelves for a while. Let us miss it and then come back. I don't even care if you reboot the whole thing again. You know what I mean? Like, just
Yeah.
start from scratch. Give us a
Yeah.
complete reboot, not one of these soft reboots that are so notorious anymore. Like,
Yeah.
just we've gone too far with the franchise. Like you were saying, we're leaning too hard into this sci-fi-ness almost. Like, let's get back to the roots, but put it on the shelf for 5 or 10 years and let us miss it. And then, like, by 10 years from now, a new generation can experience Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
And I think that would be the best thing that could possibly happen. But that,
We need a different, like, you got to go at it different. Like, what if we aren't, like, searching for the DNA? What if, like, somehow the DNA did it on its own, and there's an island that we didn't know about that had them, and somehow it got airborne and landed in fucking New York City.
right?
And then New York gets ripped apart by dinosaurs. I would watch that.
Absolutely.
And then, like, the army's got to come in, or fucking Chris Pratt comes back and he's the expert in some shit. But it's like, why is it always this group of scientists that's rushing out to this crazy island to go get the DNA? And
yeah.
like, come up with a different route.
We are 0-9 on successful trips to the islands, guys.
Yeah.
let's not go there anymore.
Yeah.
We're not winning
Or
this
like
fight.
at the end of one, wipe them all. You think you wiped them all out.
Mm-hmm.
There's no more dinosaurs, but one thing survived, and then it evolves, and then let's see where it goes.
Again, like getting into this, I know this is probably a little too far into the nerddom here, thinking about it too much. All right, but like you think about
Right in our own
think about these. We are. Well, I'm writing myself out of even making a movie. Is what I'm doing. So Jurassic World. Not okay. So second one, Fallen Kingdom. That island was like wiped out. Remember?
Yeah.
So, how many islands are there now? 2 or 3 that we knew had dinosaurs? I think 2, maybe. But so, because I think of the original, then the second movie was the second island.
I don't know. There's too many.
I think there's only 2 or 3 islands. We've already seen one of them get wiped out. Now, even think about the original. They're obviously going back to the original island here. The ecosystem, like, these things wouldn't be alive anymore anyways. Like, the food would have quit growing. They would have overpopulated. 30 years down the road, there'd be too many dinosaurs. They would have killed each other off. The food would be gone. They'd all be dead anyways. So, again, looking at it probably too focused from, like, a realistic viewpoint. It's like, you could safely go back to these islands because there ain't shit there anymore. But I don't know. Then you wouldn't have a movie. So they have plot armor when it comes to ecosystem.
Exactly.
But Yeah. No, I'll wait. I'll wait till it comes out on video, and I hope that I'm wrong about it, and I hope I love it. I just don't think I will.
I am in the same boat.
Well, isn't this just a happy first version
Yeah.
of these episodes?
Yeah.
It's
Oh
cool.
well.
It is what it is. We'll see what it turns into. So that's all I have to say about Jurassic World Rebirth.
Same here.
Cool.
We shall see.
We shall see. So everybody that's stuck around for the video, we appreciate you. Thank you very much for watching. Do us a favor and like and subscribe. It definitely helps with the algorithm, keeps the content going. So again, thank you all, and we'll see you next time.
Drop some comments. We'd love
That's
to hear
right.
your thoughts on the trailer as well.
Absolutely. Yes. All right. See you next time.